Hi guys, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a live free reading session. So all you have to do is just write in the comments a question that you have about anything, and I am able to help you out with this for free. And if anybody is interested, you can head over to my website, promiseharmony.com/services, to receive your own personal reading with me. So let's actually get started with the pick a card reading. And some of you guys might be watching this after it's already been broadcast. If it's already been broadcast, I'll have written something in parentheses like this is already over, because I know some of you guys get a little bit confused. And sometimes write in the comments your questions when it's over. So, and don't worry, I plan on going live a lot more soon. So I want to pick it back up because my internet is really good right now where I'm at in India. I'll be here for a few months, so I should be doing a lot more live. So this is just a pick a card for like whatever question you have, or maybe it's just a message that you need to know right now. So go ahead and pick a card, number 1, number 2, or number 3. And we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna lay the cards out so you can see them and just use your intuition to pick. So this is number 1, this is number 2, and number 3. So go ahead and choose one. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. 1, 2, or 3. And this just perhaps answering a question you might have had in your mind or in your heart, or it could actually sidestep that and probably just be a message that you need to hear right now. So let's get started. If you choose number 1, are you guys in need of some extra guidance right now? There has just been a big shift. I'm feeling it. Like, I feel like it's very positive, but it's been a little difficult. I think old fears and old doubts are starting to creep up because we're getting ready to make a big step forward. So perhaps this reading will help you with that, just to kind of clear your mind a little bit. So those of you guys who chose number 1, there's this message about you being fulfilled. Perhaps you're worried about your love life. These are the Kundalini snakes talking about twin flames, soulmates, just meeting the right partner and feeling confident in this area of your life. And they're saying, don't worry, you're going to be fulfilled. This could also be a message about your life in general. They're saying some kind of big manifestation is coming. Excuse me. I just woke up, so my voice is like a little... So this is some kind of huge manifestation. This is some kind of energy that's coming in, bringing you what you want. Or this could be like a yes to some kind of... Are you guys there? Write me if you're there. Sorry, I think it like cut out for a second. What's up? Are you guys here? All right. Okay, good. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Ashlyn. How are you? So yeah, we are back. I'm so excited. The internet kind of went out. It's a monsoon right now, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for the connection. We'll see though. Anyways, basically if you chose number 1, something big's coming through. You're gonna be getting this huge yes to this answer, this question you've been having in mind for so long. This is also saying you left difficult times behind, and you're a lot stronger now than you've been in the past, because you're having this time right now just to kind of relax and get things together. This is kind of a vacation energy. So this could be saying like take a vacation, or perhaps you've already taken a vacation, and this will be something that's really beneficial for you and your energy, or a vacation could be coming. Or just like a metaphoric vacation, like kind of taking a break from certain things in your life, maybe letting go of old habits and old people and old places, situations that no longer serve you from the past, and like being on the other side of that. And then there's also something about some kind of change happening in your home. This could mean that like you move in with somebody, or it could be talking about marriage, or this could also be talking about perhaps moving home or traveling somewhere. And so they're just saying you're going to be fulfilled. Some kind of opportunity is coming through for like your home, or to travel, or to just be able to like be in a better place. Like things are changing for you. like what you seek is seeking you kind of message. It's almost like an encouraging message trying to tell you like just a little bit longer, because it's like basically telling the future what you want is coming through really soon. It could have to do with your home or going to a new place. And so it's like, don't worry, kind of like you're going to be fulfilled. Something big is coming through. And so if this happens, please come back to this video and let me know what comes through for you. So if you choose number 2, and yes, we are doing a pick a card reading for free, just to kick this off. If you choose number 2, this, honestly, I feel like this is like me right now. I probably would have chosen number 2, who knows? So this is saying that there's a lot of insecurities coming up right now. And it's because you're getting ready to take a big move forward, probably in your career or just in your soul mission and life purpose, just really embodying this new level of your desires, about how you want to put your energy out into the world, how you want to interact, maybe what you want to do for work, or how you want to spend your days and time. There's something that you really want to step up to the plate with. And it's caused this insecurity, because anytime you get ready to go to the next level, to like just take things up a notch, or like to try a new challenge in life, which life is always kind of pushing you forward to new challenges. Once you kind of realize this, it's so natural for these types of fears and thoughts to come in. It's just what happens, you know, because it's almost like a survival instinct. Like you want to do something new. You want to push past your comfort, your security level to achieve some kind of desire or something that's been on your heart, and bam, the old fears, the old doubts, the old insecurities come into play. Now, some of us have these insecurities because of abuse from the past. Maybe you were with an abusive partner who put you down, and like they said so much to you or treated you in such a way that like really was abusive, or kind of controlling, or just mean, or they said mean things to you, you know, verbally abusive. Some of us have a lot of insecurity because of this. It could have been a partner, it could have been maybe just like a toxic work environment, or a toxic boss or coworker, it could have been a toxic friend of yours. It could have been maybe stuff you're watching on TV and in the news and the media that you're hooking into. It could also have been from your family or the way you were raised. And so some of us have a lot more insecurities in this area than others, and that's kind of why it tends to follow us around. That's why it's really important to realize that your brain is like a computer. Like you can literally program it. And so I always suggest affirmations. I finally tried affirmations. I think I started with Deepak Chopra, and then like I finally found Jason Stevenson's channel, and I love his affirmations. Even though some of them are a little cheesy, like the I am beautiful ones, I do those a lot, and they really help me, give me confidence, and just kind of calm me down. Attacks or anxiety or anything like that, that can really help you. And I seriously, like, it's so cheesy, but just like saying out loud and affirming to yourself the things you believe, it helps your brain like hear in your own voice like the truth that you really feel, and that goes on to be your inner voice and your inner truth if you continue to affirm that to yourself. And sometimes we just have to take the reins, especially as survivors of abuse, especially just as people who've been through some rough times in life or been bullied and stuff or whatever. It's important to actually reprogram yourself, and affirmations are a great way to do so. And you don't have to feel silly about it at all. You can just be like, you know what, I'm gonna own it. And actually, making up a mantra can help too. My mantra is I'm happy, I'm safe, I'm free, I have permission to relax. I tell myself that like whenever like things are just shifting. I find myself saying it a lot when I get to like a new place, because I've been traveling a lot, and I'm just like, oh my God. Sometimes I say I'm healthy, I'm safe, I'm free, I have permission to relax, because like I'm always freaked out, like, oh my God, am I gonna like catch something in this new place or get sick, or is something bad gonna happen? Like, who else always feels that feeling is going to drop? And that is actually part of being a survivor of abuse. You guys know that I talk about that a lot here on the channel. I think it's what a lot of us have in common. And we don't have to see ourselves as that. We can step out of that and actually be able to just not let it define us. But some of you guys, myself included, are still going through the healing process. And so this is why it's important to like really allow yourself to take the next step and like think of ideas and have dreams and visions and keep moving towards them. It's part of your soul mission and life purpose. But this can hold you back, okay? Anybody can just get these insecurities and doubts and fears. Many of us have been through these trials in life that have left us kind of like feeling like that. So they're actually saying something's going to come in from out of the blue to kind of help push you towards being able to think of these goals and dreams. You might just get an inspiration, like a sudden flash of ideas, of insight, of this project you want to do. That literally just happened to me yesterday. I had this huge idea of like what I wanted to do for the channel and like kind of what I want to do to take it to the next level. And oh my gosh, it was just amazing. Like it hit me and I wrote it down and I talked about it with my partner. And, you know, the insecurities have come in, but I've just been kind of like trying to, you know, refocus on like what I'm doing and like my work and like doing the affirmation stuff like that really helps. So I feel like you guys are kind of going through this in a way. The insecurities are coming up. You've had some type of big flash of insight or something like that, and they're telling you, or you're about to. So they're saying like, be real with yourself. Like tell yourself like, I'm not gonna listen to these old voices anymore. I'm going to take this step forward with what I want to do. It could be anything. It could be something artistic or something you want to plan for your family or for your friends. It could be a trip. It could be the next move in your life, or like wanting to, you know, ask your boss for a raise, or, you know, whatever. It could be something like that, going to the next level, wanting to start some kind of company or program or whatever. And so they're saying just be open to big flashes of insight that could actually take your life in a completely different direction, or just kind of help you take you to the next level and to improve. And they're saying be patient, allow this to come in. It might not come for a little while. Be okay with that. Be okay that, you know, wherever you're at in your life, you can always just be grounded in the present. And even some of you guys feel a little lost, like you don't know what am I supposed to do next, but your inspiration will come. That's also a message here, is that your inspiration is going to come. And if you don't have the idea yet, it's because you're not meant to. So focus on what's in front of you. So I hope that that resonates with you guys. A lot of word coming through today. So if you choose number 3, this is a pick a card reading. After this, I'll be taking questions from you guys. Oh, this is a very similar message, but just a little bit different. It's saying you've actually made a lot of movement towards creating a really strong foundation for yourself in your life. So you are feeling like a little bit more confident. Things are rolling into place, and you've got the job, or you got the opportunity, or you're receiving the right education, or you're taking the right steps to make something happen in your life. And you've really developed a strong foundation. But then there's this sense of injustice, because I feel like maybe you're not 100% where you want to be yet. You have this idea that you want to get to the other side. It could be like you're in your last year of college, or you're like just about to take that leap of faith, or you're just about to like get the new property, or whatever it is, you're trying to acquire something, and to help make your foundation more secure. It could even be you're trying to get pregnant or something like that. But they're saying you're feeling like you've worked so hard to build this foundation, but you have little left. Maybe it's a money thing. Maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe it's been kind of hard in this area. It might not be money. It could just be like you haven't had a lot of time. You've sacrificed so much of your time and so much of your life, and you're wondering if it's going to be worth it, kind of thing. And so they're saying that there is a mystery around this and where all this is leading, everything you have invested. And they're saying, maybe, hey you guys, sorry, it like blipped out again, but it does that sometimes in the live. I'm still here. So they're saying basically you have to be okay with embracing the mystery of life. Be okay with that this path might turn and lead you to a new one. You know, at any moment your path can shift, it can change, it can turn. So they're saying hold in mind what your vision is for the future and what you would like, but be open to the random ways the universe can bring this to you, and also like how this all goes together. So that's a message for you. Kind of meta, but I know you guys are gonna spend some time meditating on that. Overall, like, the messages seem to be really reassuring and just trying to tell you, like, just be open here. Like, there's some big changes coming the next couple weeks for sure. So what's up, you guys? Lost Failsy Vicky says, it's literally dragging me on dark places, too emotional to me, but I'm not giving up. You guys inspire me so much. I have felt the energy lately. I think these messages are telling you, like, there's just a lot of, there's kind of a lot at stake right now. And they're telling you to be open, like, push through these blocks. And even though your energy might be feeling heavy, there's still big decisions to make right now as far as, like, what your next step is going to be. So, like, all of us right now need to meditate on what our next step is. Just know inspiration is going to be given to us these next couple of weeks. I can just feel it. This Jupiter direct is affecting us so much. Trixie says, focusing on staying positive. Okay. Karen Deep says, I'm trying for a new job in Singapore. Will I be able to get in and move? I have been trying to manifest it from May, but it isn't coming into reality. Okay. Moving to Singapore. So this is talking about the challenge that you're having in securing this. This card usually talks about patience because this is always saying, like, there are some moon cycles that need to transpire. Like, you've planted a seed and you need to wait for it to grow. So that's the challenge here. These herons stand for patience, and there's 3 of them. So what I'm seeing here, and the rabbits are talking about abundance, like maybe you trying to get just everything together financially and just energetically and like kind of worked out at the right time. They're saying you might need to push your timeline back a little bit and be open to that. But they're saying you'll be fulfilled. We just saw this card recently, so you guys know what it means. Like, you're gonna be fulfilled. This guy's like saying, chill out, like there's a plan here. And then we're seeing the mystery card again. So it's like, there is some kind of plan. Maybe you're meant to get there at a different time, so a certain sequence of events can happen, like you meet the right friend or maybe even a potential lover or something. And this happened to me recently where I had, you guys all know, I've been talking about it because it's still fresh in my mind. I can still feel it. I'm still like cringing. My flight got canceled and I was at the airport and I was like, oh my God, I literally have nowhere to go. And of course, I had my cell phone, which is wonderful. You can go on, you can book hotels, you can book whatever, you can get a car, you can, that's just so incredible. But it still was kind of scary for a second, and I ended up having to stay in Egypt for another week. And at the moment, I was so over it because I'd been there for over a month, and it was so hot, and I just was like, I need to get out of here. And so I had to stay another week. Also, the internet was kind of lame there, so it was complicating things. And so overall, I ended up just staying another week, and it ended up being really awesome. Like, long story short, you can watch, I have a couple videos back. One of them is called How to Use Alchemy to Transform a Bad Situation. And that is, I talk more about it in that video. But yeah, basically I was able to have a really amazing time and it all worked out. And now I kind of see that I'm here at a specific time. Like, everything, I just feel like I'm here at the right time. Everything's working out smoothly. And you never know, a couple months from now, maybe I end up having to meet the right person on the right day. And like, it all aligns for that. Like, you just never know. The universe is aligning things. So anytime your timeline gets shifted, just be aware there's definitely a reason. There are no coincidences. And I'll say that after I got out of the, just like checking my baggage and stuff and got it all back and had to walk out to the front of the airport, on the way I sat down on these benches just to rest with my partner. And all of a sudden this guy walks up, and turns out we ended up making really good friends with this guy. He's from NorCal. It was really nice to see someone who's from California. We had a lot in common. We talked a lot about spirituality, and it was pretty cool. and it was totally assigned to me, but I don't think I would have met that guy if I had actually been, you know, on the plane, headed to India already. And so the point I'm trying to make here by telling this story is that you might be shifting this timeline because of some other blessing that's coming down the path. So don't be so quick to think this is like a bad thing if you can't go now. You can wait, definitely. I feel like that's kind of the message here. And they're saying in the meantime, just kind of think of some creative things you can do to fill your time or to prepare you. Kind of get into the energy of your going and just trust. That's something I did when I was manifesting travel. I started packing my bags. I started cleaning out my house. I knew the day that my rent was going to be up and like that my lease was going to be up. And I was like, we're leaving. Like we're going to, and where we're going to is we're going to get on a plane and we're going to travel. And I started saving a little bit of money. I started preparing for it. Like, even though I didn't know it was all working out, it kind of all worked out last minute and it was really crazy. But that's kind of what you got to be prepared for. I mean, use your logic and make good decisions and prepare everything you can, but you also might be needing to be prepared to pounce. And that's kind of what this is talking about. So they're saying be creative, kind of keep your juices flowing when it comes to creativity, and start kind of doing rituals and things like that, like, you know, cleaning things out and getting things boxed up and preparing, doing anything you need to do to actually prepare, get the basic, get everything, like as if you're gonna go. And you can trust yourself on what guidance you're being like called to do. You know, I'm just kind of giving you some examples, like the cleaning stuff, boxing stuff. That's stuff I did, but you might be called to do different, more specific things to prepare for this. So basically prepare. And then I also see maybe try a little bit of magic. I know that sounds really silly, but you know, like wish upon a star or something, you know, put a prayer out there, write a list of your goals for, you know, why you want to go on the trip, write your intentions and then like bury them in the earth or something, or, you know, go on a hike into nature and like find like a little stone and like say a prayer and bury it or something. Like these little rituals are things I've tried over time and like I swear by them. I think everybody secretly kind of has their own little rituals, and maybe try to find your own little ways to like get connected or anchor down your energy of what you're trying to manifest. I love creating a vision board. You guys check out my video called How to Create a Vision Board. But anyways, I hope you enjoy that. That is a sample of what a reading with me is usually like. I went pretty long on this one just to kind of demonstrate that to you guys, but also because so many messages are coming out. And that's something I want you guys to know, is that even if I'm doing just a basic reading with you guys, if more messages need to flow out, I will flow them out, especially if it's your first reading, you've never like spoken with me before. My in-depth reading goes on for like an hour. And then I also have an emergency reading where you can receive a reading within 3 days. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope that resonated with anyone else who is watching it. Let's take some more questions. And you know what I think is really cute? I see you guys like answering each other's questions and just being so kind to each other and like uplifting each other through these comments. That's so awesome. I also have a Facebook if you're interested, if you guys want to connect more. It's facebook.com/groups/Rainbow Harmony. Pretty easy to remember. I'll try to post more on it. Apparently there's also some trolls in the comments. Go away, trolls. Okay, Laura Mitavelli, can I have your guidance on my next step? Your next step. These two cards definitely go along. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is the anxiety card. So I feel like they're bringing this up just so you're aware of it. Sometimes we're not aware we have anxiety until like we just sit with ourselves and we're like, oh yeah, I'm very anxious right now. My partner tells me all the time, he'll be like, are you having anxiety? And I'll be like, yeah. And I think that kind of bringing it to your attention when you're feeling tense, or like checking in with your body and checking in with yourself is very important. So I think that's a message for you here, is like your next step is, first of all, before you do anything, before you move forward, make sure you're checking. I'm trying to reconnect it. Okay, what's up, you guys? Sorry it keeps doing that, but I'm gonna keep going. So basically I was talking about just checking into your body, checking in with yourself, like it's gonna be okay, you know, just taking some deep breaths, making sure you're meeting your needs before you take this next step, you know, so you can cope with your stress and you can cope with your worry so that your actions aren't paralyzed. So, Ace of Pentacles now. This is talking about you actually do have a lot of stability right now. You have a lot of power. You are going to be able to have enough resources to do whatever it is you want to do here in this next step. So I think this is about, before you take the next step, getting yourself into a good place, letting go of the anxiety and worry. One of my favorite spiritual teachers, Doreen Virtue, says, first you take action, then the money comes. And that line right there seriously changed my life. That's when I started to just, you know what, I'm going to take action. I'm going to take action. I'm going to keep going. Like, leap and the net will appear. I also ended up meeting some people that were like really into the law of attraction, and they were like telling me all their crazy adventures and stories of how they would just leap, 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 leap. And always like taking calculated, logical risks at the same time, because you follow your intuition, but you need to be grounded and make sure that like you're at the same time crossing your I's, dotting your T's and stuff. But basically these people would just leap, and they told me like the crazy ways that like the people that they met and like how all these things got conspired for them to manifest, and after manifest after manifest after manifest these really cool things. And that's the thing, is you can actually get into a flow to the point where like you get a manifestation, and that's like the perfect time to ask for something else, because something comes in, and in that moment you're like aware, like, wow, like I manifested this, like this happened, it worked, I'm so excited. And then that's the best time to ask for the next thing that you're ready for, and set a new intention, because that can kind of, the energy of that can anchor you into that place of faith and believing and self-confidence and worthiness to get you to like go forward again. And so you can actually manifest after manifest things. And I've been doing that like the past couple years. It's been kind of crazy. Definitely been just manifesting after manifesting things. And so I think you're getting ready to start doing that, like to manifest something really big that is going to lead you to this chain of like things happening in your life, like shifting your energy in a big way. Sorry it's so dark, by the way. I guess the sun is setting or something. Anyways, so they're saying at the same time there could be some kind of gift of money or some kind of inheritance, or unexpected source of money coming through. Use it wisely. You'll probably, once again, you're gonna get the money you need to take this next step. Maybe even talking about something you may want to invest in as far as the next step. I don't know if you're thinking about investing in some properties or something like that. That could be what this card is also talking about. Something about how like you want to create a profit, you want to create some wealth. Maybe this is about you meditating on what type of service or product you want to offer that's in alignment with your talents and gifts and the things you naturally enjoy doing. When you take steps in that direction, that's the gold right there. It ends up being a lot of fun too. Like if you follow that inner desire of like the things that have been laid on your heart, it's rewarding. It helps others. It kind of ends up becoming this butterfly effect because it makes you so happy and so at peace doing the thing that you love, that and waking up and having this thing to wake up for every day and like to just enjoy your life and be like feeling like in your element. Basically, that energy trickles off to the people around you and shows other people what's possible. And like the most happiest people like you'll meet are people that just enjoy what they do and enjoy the lifestyle and the activities and the ways to spend their time that uplift them the most, you know? So I feel like that's kind of where you're at right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little bit more specific. Can you turn the light on? Sorry, I'm talking to my partner. Can you turn the light on? Thank you. Okay, so the Hierophant, sorry, he's gonna turn the light on. So they're saying it's very possible that you are a spiritual guide for others or some kind of mentor or something. I think like a pretty good amount of you guys who are coming to this channel are. I've met a lot of you guys who are other tarot readers or who are aura readers or just like want to like open like a cool like clothing shop that has like spiritual stuff in it or whatever, or crystals or Reiki. I've met just so many of you guys that are really into healing, Ayurvedic medicine, wanting to create like your own beauty line of natural products. Like so many of you guys have these beautiful visions and thoughts and ideas, and I think they're telling you you might have something kind of in line with that you want to do. And so they're saying the next step for you is to think for yourself. Maybe you're breaking out of some kind of strict family or religion or just situation you were in, and they're just reminding you, are you conforming when you should be walking your own path? This could also be talking about some kind of twin flame reunion or like a soulmate reunion. But overall, they're saying it's time for you to seek a spiritual mentor or to seek your own inner spirit guide or your higher self or pray to your deity. Time to practice your religion or your faith. And so this could be saying your next step is basically, it's like the time where you're supposed to visualize and set intentions. And it's actually a new moon right now. It's literally the new moon. And this is where we're at in the moon cycle right now, you guys. Setting intentions, deciding what we want, and making a list or doing some kind of artistic activity to anchor that in. Decide clearly what we want for the next couple of weeks or even long term. So I think the thing is, decide what you want. Because once you decide, then the universe helps conspire to make it happen for you. And you start receiving insights and inner guidance to start taking steps forward. It really seems like maybe they're kind of pushing you to take a step when it comes to either seeking out a mentor or becoming a mentor. And it's kind of one and both, because when I decided I wanted to like mentor others and I wanted to like share the knowledge I had learned along my path, I actually ended up like deciding that because of a mentor I had who was like really helping my life, and that mentor taught me like I could do it too, and like I could help others in the same way. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like let's pass this on. So maybe you've been receiving some mentorship or been reading something or been plugging into information or just going through a spiritual awakening, and you want to share all this energy and all these thoughts with others in a way, and maybe do it in your own unique way. I like a lot of the people I know who are this kind of mentor or shaman or whatever, a lot of them are actually clothing designers, because they're pouring their energy and their passion into this clothing and into their expression. And a lot of them are sustainable designers that I work with. And so that's kind of their way to give back and to spread their message and their mission. So you don't necessarily need to do this through like becoming like a priest or something or becoming a tarot reader, although I know some of you guys out there are being called to do tarot. It just might be something simple, like doing something you like, making some kind of craft, or doing singing, or doing surfing, who knows, or maybe making jewelry or whatever, like just anything that makes you happy and that your desires are. And so I guess it's kind of meta. I wish I could tell you something more direct. Like your next step is to like walk out the door and walk around the corner. There's going to be this guy there. He's going to tell you this. No, I wish I could. I wish that was the case. But I think this is more about you actually making a clear decision. And so one way I recommend you do that is through some kind of ritual or make a vision board. And if you're interested, you can scroll down and watch a video called How to Make a Vision Board on my YouTube. Just type it in. Rainbow Harmony, How to Make a Vision Board, and there is a video for it. So I hope that resonates with you. That's a sample of what a personal reading with me is like, and if you would like your own, head over to promiseharmony.com/services. So I'm gonna do a couple more, and once again, if it cuts out, just hang in there because I know it'll come back. Okay, Sarah Busamatari. Does this guy love me? I hope you see my question, please. I saw your question, it stuck out to me. So Sarah Busamatari, does this guy, it's like, is he into you? Okay. This message. Okay. This message, like, it's awesome, but at the same time, the universe is kind of cautioning you in a way, and I think it's like gonna be in your favor. Just giving you some tips on how to like pursue the situation, how to move forward. But basically, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of chemistry here between you and this guy. There's a really strong magnetic attraction. There's the soulmate card coming out. I want you to remember that we do have many soulmates. So I'm not saying this is the one. I think that's a really personal thing. A lot of people ask me, is this person? What's up, you guys? I'm still here doing Sarah's reading. So anyways, we have basically many soulmates along our path. And then we also have some karmic partners along our path. And then there's the twin flame. So, or twin flames. Some of us have multiples. These are just kind of labels, you know. I'm not really into labels, but this is kind of how we break down different types of partners. This person, as being a soulmate, is going to be somebody that's from your soul family, somebody who you just feel a really strong connection with, somebody who isn't going to have ill intent towards you. If there is a breakup, it's very painful, it's sad, but it's not usually where you guys are backstabbing each other. It's going to be more of a, just like, I don't know, like a really peaceful relationship. There will be normal kind of relationship stuff going on, but I don't see this being one of those crazy, like, intense, dramatic, or even abusive relationships. Basically, this is a message that this is a good match for you. And so they're telling you to let go of control issues. Just allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then they're saying this engagement card is talking about you guys ending up in a relationship. It's very strong potential here. Occasionally, it can mean you're getting engaged to be married, but I think this is more just like you guys have a very strong potential here to be in a relationship. But then it's telling you, the signs are cautioning you to pay attention to the red flags, just because they don't want you to move too fast. Like, you don't want to make yourself too available to this guy because you're so into him. You need to kind of be like, just kind of check yourself, basically, is what they're saying. Oh my gosh. That's basically what they're saying. They're just like, check yourself because you want to make sure that you just kind of take this slow, and that makes a relationship so much stronger. I feel like in his case, that's also going to help with the attraction factor and like the potential of you guys getting together, is if you can kind of take it slow, kind of keep yourself like available, but like a little bit unavailable too, just kind of like taking it easy, not like always texting him all the time, like not always texting him back right away, like that kind of stuff. Like, maybe not hit him up all the time, like wait and see if he comes to you. I think that'll help a little bit more grow this. That's why they're saying let go of control issues. I think they're just kind of trying to give you some tips on how to pursue this guy. I think he's a chaser. He likes to chase, and so just kind of let him chase you. And I see that there's a strong potential. So I hope that resonates with you. You definitely have to come back and let me know what happens, because every time I do these readings for people, I love to know, like, hey, did that come through for you? Like, did it, like, was it any different from what I said? Or like explain to me what happened here. And a lot of times I get an answer back, most of the time, honestly, that what I said was accurate. So that's why I'm here. That is why I'm here, you guys. So some of these questions are cute. I'm reading your questions right now. I'm reading your messages. I'm just like having a hard time picking one. There's so many of them. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Tino May, why am I so unhappy? That's a good question, and thank you for being so honest, because I think this is actually gonna help a lot of people who are watching. I'll pray that it does too. But especially for you, why are you so unhappy? Well, first, what I'm going to tell you is to, like, obviously search your soul. I'm going to pick up in the cards what I'm tapping on in your energy, but at the same time, like, it might be because you're not checking in with yourself. But I have, man, I had an intuition already, like, what the deal is with this, and now the cards are just really confirming it. Maybe to be completely honest, part of it is you, okay? And like there's some things you can definitely work on to create more happiness in your life. But what I'm seeing is a lot of it has to do with the people that you're surrounded by. I feel like you're not happy because the people that you're surrounded by in some way just aren't really vibrating with you and are kind of holding you back. And it doesn't mean you have to cut all these people out of your life, although sometimes it does. It just means like creating healthy distance and healthy boundaries so that you can have the time and the space to really figure out what makes you happy and to pursue that. I think this happened to me along my earlier journey and to a lot of you guys, where it's natural for us to just kind of like blend in and like just kind of go along with whatever our group of friends is doing or our family is doing or the people at our school is doing or whatever people at our work are doing. And then we sometimes get so like identified with like, I don't know, our job or this group of people or the family or whatever, that we can't like really retain our individuality to the point to where we can make decisions to try new things or to pursue the things that make us happy. Or maybe you're around people who are putting you down. Like you have an idea and they're like, oh yeah, but like, how are you gonna like figure that out? Or, oh, but it could fall apart, or this could happen. Or like, there's a lot of people like that out there that might not even know that they're going around being so negative and like shooting everybody's ideas down. And it's funny because I've really started to make myself like try to be more genuinely positive. And so I'm more like, if someone tells me an idea they have, I'm usually just like, awesome, go for it. Unless it's something that's gonna hurt people or something. Usually I'm just like, wow, that's great that you like to, you know, play the piano or like sing or something. Why don't you do that? Like make it happen. Like, cool, you wanna try out for that role? You wanna go out for that thing? You wanna go take this program? Yay, the connection is back. Are you guys there? We keep losing the connection. Hopefully this will upload later. We keep losing the connection, but I stopped talking while all of that happened. So anyways, basically this is just talking about people who might be holding you back from taking steps forward, or maybe asking, are you holding yourself back, you know? You have a desire for freedom. So really check your life. Ask yourself, do I like, you know, the lifestyle I'm living? Do I genuinely appreciate some of these people I'm surrounding myself with? Do I genuinely appreciate this job? Like, is this what I want to do long term? Like, or this program that I am, is it really fitting me best? Like, kind of go through your life and ask yourself honest questions. Like, does all this really fit me? Is this all really like an expression of who I am? Like, is this really what I want to do? Like, it can be kind of hard. Like, you don't want to second guess yourself so much. Just kind of trust your intuition about what changes you want to make in your life, and wait for guidance, you know, and wait for intuitions on like what steps you're supposed to take. And I think there's a part of you that wants to be free. You want some kind of level of change in your life to where you are creating this energy of freedom around yourself. And I really believe freedom comes from within, because you can gain all the freedom in the world but still feel really trapped by your own thoughts, by your own choices, by your own just how you're being and stuff. And so I think this is about telling you it's time to create the inner and outer changes that it takes to be able to create that freedom in your life. And then they're saying that money is your destiny. Like, you're worried about money, and that could also be why you're unhappy, because when you're in an unhappy vibe, that doesn't really attract a lot to you. So sometimes we spiral so far down into depression that that energy and that vibe starts to like create things around us that match that vibe. So we might attract the absence of, or filling the absence of happiness, because abundance and happiness, that kind of stuff is linked. And because it all has to do with your root chakra. Your root chakra is a sense of safety and security and money and like prosperity and your survival and your daily needs. And so something that could help you is root chakra clearings. Maybe going on YouTube and typing in root chakra healing. And I was given that advice, and that's literally what I did. Just type it in on YouTube. And there are so many amazing people that are putting free, awesome, legit meditations out where you can visualize and spend time clearing that energy and intending on it clearing. There's also things you can do, like eating certain foods to clear your root chakra, drinking more water, spending time in the earth, maybe barefoot, spending more time in nature can help and boost your endorphins. Even scientifically, medically, but also, you know, energetically, being out in nature is going to help your root chakra kind of clear that out, and also make you feel a little bit less depressed. And so I honestly understand this a lot because I've dealt with depression almost my entire life. And some of us do need to seek help. So if you're feeling like, you know what, this is not just unhappiness, it's depression, I want to just caution you, you know, trust your gut and trust yourself. Maybe talk to somebody about how you're feeling, and also get professional help if you need to. Don't be afraid to do that. I got professional help at one point for my unhappiness or for my depression, and it helped me. And I even got a therapist, which really helped me. And so also writing in a journal can help as well. These are just random things that are coming up, but trust your intuition here. And if you need to talk to somebody, please do. Like, don't feel like you have to suffer in silence. Because once I finally just got a therapist, and my therapist was free. Most, if you call like a suicide hotline, or you just Google in your area, or if you look up a depression hotline, or like there's tons of stuff like that, they can put you into contact with free therapists or people who like will help you if it's really that bad. But you got to trust yourself, you know, what level you're on. And it's okay. Like, I got help actually for free for some trauma I had been through, which is really incredible. Where I was, there was some really great programs for that, and there is everywhere. It's just sometimes it's kind of underground, and you got to look for it, and you got to be willing enough to admit if it's bad and if you need help, and people will help connect you with those resources, you know? But then I also see that the universe wants to be generous with you. It's all up to you just creating the momentum and just deciding what you want. This is very similar to some of the pick a card readings I did earlier. It seems to be a common message for a lot of us today, is maybe we can just decide what we want. Maybe that's where we're at right now, because that's where we're at in the moon cycle. It's the new moon. This is where you decide what do you want, and you can ask for anything. You know, you want to make sure that it's not the things and the things you want in your manifestations that's like the only thing that's making you happy. You want to find that vibration within, and I think meditation, connecting with the earth, helps a lot, and doing you know, affirmations, and maybe trying to make new friends, cut out toxic people, situations, places, habits, and things out of your life that aren't serving you. That kind of stuff helps. But at the same time, when you naturally are working towards something creative, or you have a hobby or something that you like, or you know, wanting to follow a vision, that also creates a lot of happiness in your life and creates a lot of like a sense of purpose and fulfillment. And so I think that will kind of help you to choose something. When I was depressed, I chose fashion styling, even though it was really silly. I was like, I'm gonna do this, and even if I have to start from the bottom. So I started with going to the thrift store and finding just like friends and people to take pictures like of. And then, you know, I followed that path for so long, and now I'm in this present day where I'm working with top models, I'm pulling from fashion designers, I'm traveling, I'm working for advertising agencies and designers and doing lookbooks and stuff like that. It's so amazing. Like, if you just keep pursuing your path step by step, day by day, it has no choice but to just transform into this beautiful thing and to expand. And so I'm seeing, like, choose something you want, even if it's a big dream, or even if it's just something little. Like when I first started with the fashion styling, that's just an example of how it can grow. But even if I just stuck to only doing thrift store clothes and like friends, I probably would have been happy. It's gonna make you happy to express yourself and do the things that you like. Maybe you just need some time by yourself to figure out, like, what it is that you want. And maybe that's why this unhappiness or this depression kind of started, is a way to kind of get you into that solitude, into that mind frame to figure out what you want next. So that's something else I want to say, is don't force yourself to be happy if you're not. Like, this is kind of a phase. Once again, get help if you need to, if it's been going on for like what you think is too long, or if it's really detrimental to your activities and your daily hobbies, and or just like the things that you do and your ability to work and stuff like that and interact. But basically the unhappiness is usually like, it's almost like a winter in your life where like you kind of let go of things and you realize I need to shed all this, and you do, and then you have spring, you blossom, you bloom again. So you will be happy again. And then this is saying there's going to be fulfillment. Maybe you're unhappy because you feel single, but don't put your value and your worth into being with another person. Work on yourself, do what you love first, then you'll be in a higher vibe to attract someone who is in a good place to be with you, you know? they're saying you have insecurity, but I kind of want you to know everybody does. Everybody's depressed. Everybody has insecurities. It's just life. You know, we all go through this. Also, I think there are some new friends and some new people that want to come into your life, because this is the reunion card talking about like reuniting with the like a soul family, like your vibe. And I feel like to really attract your tribe, you got to be on the right vibe. So maybe you're not attracting a lot of people right now, but you're going to get there. And I think taking a step towards doing something for yourself, doing something for you to make you happy is going to help. Maybe you've been just focused on making your boss happy, making your parents happy, making the school happy, making this happy, and not really focusing on what do you want, what makes you happy, you know? So I think that's the step here for you. Maybe write a list and ask yourself, what makes me happy? Like, and pick something and do it, you know? You know what makes me happy? Nature and the rain. And it's raining outside, so I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna sit in the rain and just relax for a second. I've got more personal readings to do today. Just thought I'd take a little bit of a break and go live for you guys. And also show some of you guys what it is like to receive a personal reading from me. So I'm not promising you that I'm like a genie, you know, and you can just get anything you want or like the magical answers. You're gonna get the answers you need to hear, not always the answers that you want to hear. But I think that there's a lot of love coming out for you guys in these cards. I'm so grateful that you guys have been trusting me to do these services for you guys. It's been really amazing, and I'm hoping to inspire anybody else out there who feels like they have intuitive gifts, or they have like a dream or a mission or a purpose, or they want to try something new, to go out there and do it. So keep going, you guys. This is actually going to be a really amazing month. This is a great time to plant your seeds right now because it is a new moon. And yeah, get going. Don't pressure yourself too hard though, you guys. Promise me that you take it day by day, step by step. And as always, meet your needs and trust yourself first. So I'll see you guys later. It was so great connecting with you. I wish I could have answered everybody's questions, but there is a pick a card reading at the beginning of this. I'm going to try and upload it. My internet's great, so hopefully it loads. If it doesn't, oh well. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Peace out.